Hey everyone, it's the OWGamer, and first of all, can I just thank everyone out there for all your interest and all the overwhelming response that I got to the voice acting video. I've kind of been away doing my own thing, just putting up some random videos once in a while, and I wasn't expecting to get half the people that I did get. I have more than enough people to cover every role that I would need for this series, and well, let's just get to it. So basically, the game that I've selected is Stardew Valley. I'm sure some of you have heard of it. There's a lot of good reasons as to why I've selected it. The story that's within the game is excellent. You can create any kind of story you want with it, more or less. The wholesomeness of the game, it's everything. It's fun. It has a lot to it. It's a lot like Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing, but then you have like little RPG things like when you're down in the caves and you're, fighting and stuff. So it has a lot of just fun things that I enjoy about it, really. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of roles. I actually have a notepad consisting of all the different roles. I haven't chosen anyone yet, other than I think a couple of roles that I promised to people when I first started the series, when I first started talking about it. So there will obviously be a main character. There's going to be a narrator, as I mentioned in the last video. Then there's the bachelors and bachelorettes, which means people you can pursue as a love interest and become married, which is, I don't know, kind of cool. So basically there's Haley, Abigail, Leah, Maru, and Penny. Those are all the bachelorettes. All the bachelors consist of Alex, Elliot, Harvey, Sam, and Sebastian. There will be some links down in the description below that where you can go and look at all the different characters in the game, so that if you want to know a little bit more about them, to kind of get a background and kind of have something to go with to, role play more or less for your voice acting, then by all means go and check it out. So there are a bunch of other roles and other villagers in the game, such as Caroline, Pierre, he's the shop owner, Clint the blacksmith, Demetrius the scientist, there's a dwarf in the mines, there's Emily, Evelyn is an older woman, George is an older man, Gus the bar owner and bartender, kinda. Jas, who's the only little girl that lives in Stardew Valley. There's also Jody, Kent, Krobus, who's a I don't know what you call him, a shadow person who lives in the sewers that you meet later on. There's the mayor. Then there's Linus, Marnie, Pam, Robin, the carpenter who you first meet when you first start playing the game. She's very important. Sandy, Shane, Vincent, the little boy, the only little boy in the village as well, and Willie, the fisherman, and just the wizard. So then there's a couple of other minor characters who are included as the bouncer, Gil the miner, governor, grandpa, Gunther, who's actually more of a main character, really. He's like the librarian dude. Sorry, and then there's also Marlon the adventurer, Morris, who's the Jojo Mart owner, and then there's Mr. Key, I believe is how it's pronounced. So anyways, that's all the different roles. There's a lot of different roles, I know, but like I said, go and take a look at them. If you've played the game, you're probably familiar with some of them already anyways. So I'm not going to really play out how I want my story to play out, and how everything is going to end up, coming to be, an episode for this story. Basically, the roles are there just as part of the game's general play, so this way the story will be more worth watching for you, as opposed to just you knowing what happens next, which, I still want you to watch it. Even if you're voice acting, I still want you to watch the video. So, and as I said, there are more than enough people to voice all the characters in the game. There was actually more than I needed. So some people will not be able to participate, but I don't want anyone, giving me backlash for it or getting upset, because that's not because I disliked you or that I thought you were worse or better or anything else. It could be because of the time that you first applied for it. It could be because I think you fit the character better. But anyone who misses out, well, as long as I think this series is going to work as well as I think it's going to, then there's going to be another one in the future. Not specifically Stardew Valley, but there will be another series with voice acting and stuff in it, because if people like it, then I'm going to keep doing it, because why not? It just makes sense. Do things that people enjoy watching, more or less. So, and anyone who misses the opportunity, that means I will guarantee that you will be in the next one. So there you go. Now you can't be upset, because now I'm giving you a future role in a different series that hasn't even started. So just to give you a little bit of background about myself, I've been on YouTube going on 5 years. I think, yeah, going on 5 years now. Wow, that's weird to say. I'm by no means any huge YouTuber or anything like that. I haven't done anything overly important. I just have just been doing what most people have been doing, which is putting out videos and having fun. I have done some voice acting before. Most notably, I was Dr. Light in several Mega Man series for one of my friends, whose YouTube channel is no longer available, unfortunately. Some of the videos still might be available. You could still have a look for them. There were several other Let's Plays that I also voice acted in. And then there was also a series that I did called Skyrim Diaries, that I actually put a lot of work into it, and some of my own voice acting. And that's when I first started as well, so by no means am I professional. I'm no professional. But I do know what I want in regards to the roles, what I want in regards to the passion and the emotion that I want in each role. So if you're serious about auditioning for it, I want you to put, the passion and emotion that you think this character displays into your auditions. It just makes more sense that way. Now, that being said, auditions. I can be contacted with auditions and demo reels, whatever you want to call them, through Skype at Stefan bracket or parenthesis OWG end parenthesis. It'll be down in the description below as well. And or you can simply contact me with an email with a link to several people have done this already, with a link to your previous voice acting I guess videos or audio clips that you've done before. And my email is OWGamer@yahoo.com. Again, will be down in the description below. I didn't say it in the last video. I was just kind of doing it thinking that, I'm just going to see if there's any interest in it, and again, just kind of blew up. So, and like I said, the auditions can include script lines from Stardew Valley or practically anything you want. If you've done a Let's Play and you just were walking through and you just seen someone who you very much enjoyed and you've done a 15-second excerpt of doing a voice for them or something just for fun, then by all means, send that as a link and give me the timestamp or whatever. I'm fine with it. Now, the only thing that I'd have to make everyone aware of is that there's no time restraints to this or anything. I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing anything. I'm putting in lots of work. I want it to look as good as possible. I'd like to have my own intro if possible, which means I have to work a little bit more with After Effects than I have before in the past. I've done a little bit of work with After Effects. I have a green screen as well, so we'll see what we can do. It may be 2 or 3 weeks before I actually choose who I want for each role, for several reasons, including real-life responsibilities. I work, I have family, that kind of thing. Also looking through all these auditions and videos and audio clips. And another thing that I also want to do is I want to replay and re-record Stardew Valley several more times, just so I can get some extra specific events. And one thing I actually decided on afterward is I wanted to have more conversations with people. I kind of stuck to one, a certain group of people when I first played, and I think that for the roles that we're including, there's not enough talking for them. Like, if you're included in one episode for some of these roles, you're lucky. Whereas with other ones, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's only going to be like a one-liner, and then that's it. I don't talk to you again. Whereas if I go through and play it a couple times more and re-record all of it, then I have more chances of having those conversations and having more fun things happen, or whatever. So that way, I don't want people's roles to feel like they're dwarfed by anything. I just want to maximize all the roles as best I can. So anyways, this has probably gone for way too long, but again, thank you once again for all the participation, and I really look forward to working with all of you. So as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all soon for another video.